Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Blessed be the name of the Most High. So I want to share this dream I had a few years ago, and in this dream I was in a different country. I don't know exactly where I was, but I do know I was in a nail salon, and the nail salon wasn't very big. It was kind of small, and it looked different from the nail salons here in America. So that's how I know I was in a different country. And even though I was there, nobody could see me. So I believe I was just there to observe everything. And then this little Asian lady came out of nowhere, and something just told me to follow her. So I followed her to this back room, and it was like a storage room where she keep all her supplies and stuff at. And it was a lot of bags, these huge bags that were stacked up. And she grabbed one of the bags and she opened it, and she grabbed this little small container, and she poured some of this white powdery substance into the container. And then she closed the bag back up and put it away. And so she grabs the container, she walks out the back room. I follow her back out, and she walks up to this lady, one of her clients, and I guess she was getting a pedicure. And so she poured the white substance into the basin that was filled with water, and she told the lady to go ahead and put her feet in there. So the woman puts her feet in this basin of water, right? In this solution, whatever it was. And the woman didn't, she started yelling, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this hurts. It hurts. It hurts." And she pulled her feet back out of the water. And when I saw her feet, she had boils on her feet, and they were red and yellowish. It was bad. Like, they were really big, and the boils started to make its way up her legs. Like, she started having boils on her legs, and it was just gruesome, y'all. It was really, really horrible to see. And she was in a lot of pain, and she was yelling, and she was like, "It hurts, it hurts." She's like, "What did you put in the water? What did you do?" And so the little Asian lady, she never said anything to the woman. And she just stood there looking at her. And then all of a sudden, everybody else in the nail salon started to wild out. Like, this man, he was getting a facial, I guess. And what I guess she put this white substance in all the products, because his face started to break out in boils, guys. Like, big boils on his face, and they were bubbling up. And the guy was in a lot of pain, and he was yelling and hollering and grabbing his face. And he, like, his eyes got big, like his eyes was getting ready to pop out of his socket. Like, he was going mad. And then other people started to experience the same symptoms, and people were just running around going crazy. And honestly, y'all, it was almost like some zombie type mess. Like, they wasn't trying to eat each other, but they was turning, like, just very it's just, I don't even know how to explain it, y'all. You just have to see it to know. But everybody just went crazy, and the Asian lady, she just stood there, like, with a smirk on her face, like she did her job. And she just turned around and she went back to the same stock room where she had her stuff at. And I'm just like, are you serious right now? Like, what did she put in there? Like, what is the stuff that she keeps in the back in these bags? And I was just really in disbelief. Like, I couldn't believe I was seeing this stuff. And so people were just falling all over the place. Some people ran out the shop. Some people were just running around, jumping up and down. It was in a lot of pain. And I remember, I think it was yesterday that I was on TikTok, and I came across this video where this lady was sharing her experience where she went to a nail salon. And when she was in there, she did feel like something was off. And she said that her nail tech lady, she had a bowl of oranges, and she was trying to figure out why she had the bowl of oranges, like what she was going to do with it. And so automatically she thought of some kind of idol. And then she started smelling something that was really strong that was right next to her. And she said that when she got there, she already had a headache, but it just got worse. Like, her headache just got really bad. And Then she noticed that her nail tech was feeding something. Okay, she was feeding something, and she wasn't sure what it was because she couldn't see it right then and there. But she knew she was feeding whatever it was, oranges. And long story short, she looked it up on her phone, and the information that she got, she said she found some information about false gods. And these Korean people, I don't say all of them, but well, yeah, all of them. No offense to those who are Asians, that probably watching this video. No offense to y'all, because not every Asian out there are, practicing this kind of stuff. There are some who probably did at one point live that lifestyle where they worship Buddha, but somewhere along the way they found Christ. Praise y'all for that. But she was saying in the video, she was like, they burn incense and they feed their idols, their false gods, food. And what we don't seem to understand is that, now me, I never went to the nail salon to get my nails done. I've been in nail salons, but I just never got my nails done because I just heard too many horrible stories. And so I just never got my nails done. I just always went with people who did go get their nails done. And it's been a very interesting experience for myself, but when their clients come into the shop to get their nails done, these people be cursing their clients. Like, they're actually cursing you. They have these altars and stuff set up in their nail salon. Some of them's right there in front of you. And then, if you don't have eyes to see, you probably will miss it. But they have their Buddha statues and stuff. They have these weird objects in their shop, and you might want to look into this stuff before you go into a nail salon. But yeah, they do rituals. Like, they take their clients' nail clippings and save them, and they use it in their rituals because they need a human DNA in order to perform their rituals. If you think about it, just like with hair salons, some of these hairstylists are witches. And they keep your hair. They save their clients' hair, and they use it in their rituals. They curse their clients. They cast spells on you. So you really have to be prayerful when you go to places like a hair salon or a nail salon. You don't know what you're getting yourself into. And then a lot of these nail techs in these salons where the Asians, their stuff have cancer causing ingredients, okay? And if you think about it, they always have a face mask on, right? And their clients don't have a face mask on. They don't offer you a face mask. They have those masks on because those chemicals they're strong and it's toxic. It's not even safe for the clients to be even inhaling. Have you ever asked yourself that question? Why do they always have the mask on when you come in? Of course, they have to be around this stuff every day, all day, because that's their job. But the stuff is toxic. It's not good for you to breathe in. And if you have asthma or any sinus problems, that stuff, you don't need to be in a place like that inhaling that stuff unless you're going to wear a mask. And with my experience, I remember I went to a nail salon with a friend of mine, and she went to get her nails done. Of course, I didn't get mine done. I was just there waiting with her. And the smell of the chemicals that they were using was so strong that it gave me a headache and it made me feel sick. I couldn't even sit in the salon. I had to go outside and wait for her because it was just too strong for me. And, she came out and she asked me if I was okay. And I was like, no, I'm not okay, because I don't know, whatever they're using, it's making me sick and I can't sit in there around that. And she was like, oh, yeah. She was like, well, I'm getting acrylics. And, they use this stuff on my nails or whatever, and it is pretty strong. And I was like, I don't know how people go in there, like women. I don't know how women go in there and get their nails done and sit and inhale that stuff. Like, that would drive me crazy. And then there was another situation where me and my brother, we had went to a clothing store, and there's a nail salon right next to the clothing store. And while we were in the store looking at clothes and stuff, my brother was like, I don't know what they have open in this store, but it's really strong. And he's like, and it's making me feel sick. And I was like, no, it's nothing that they have in the store. It's the nail salon next to the store. And he looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, yeah. He's like, so you mean to tell me the smell is coming from next door? And I was like, yeah, that's exactly where it's coming from. He was like, wow. He was like, I can't. He's like, I got to go outside. I can't. He's like, I'm sorry, sis, but I can't stay in the store. And I was like, I understand, because the smell is driving me crazy too. So we ended up leaving the store. So yeah, I just wanted to share that dream with you guys. And I just want to say, y'all be careful about going to these nail shops, because when they are talking, they speak English to you, but when they speak their language to each other, and you don't know what they're talking about unless you ask them, and they may not necessarily tell you the truth about what they're talking about. And unless you know how to speak their language, then you're gonna be sitting up in there clueless. And be careful about what kind of designs you get, because you can't just let anybody just do your nails, because these people carry spirits with them. Spirits can be transferred to you through people. And there have been a lot of reports about people experiencing breakouts on their skin and having just really weird things happening to their skin, their nails, having nail fungus, and just a lot of horrible things. And that's one of the reasons why I just stayed away from nail salons. Like, when it comes to getting my nails done, I will always do my own nails, because I just didn't trust going in there and letting them do my nails. I was just like, nope, that's not going to be me. So yeah, the stuff that they be having in these nail salons, even in the restaurants, you'll probably see Buddha, you'll probably see dragons. Like, yo, what is this? What are you doing? So, and you go in there eating their food, you don't know what they're doing to your food. They could be feeding you food that they has used to sacrifice to their idols. They just give it to you, and you eating it, and you start having weird things happening to you, and you trying to figure out what's going on, because you eating food that was sacrificed to idols. So yeah, be careful. And that's all I wanted to share with you guys. And I thank you guys for watching. Till next time, may the Most High bless you all.